Today, I need 15 minutes of your undivided attention because what we are showing today is revolutionary. This is Amit Oberoi, and along with my partner Suraj Kumar, let's begin. Let me first give you a context and overview on what we are showing. One of the biggest problems being faced by mankind today are climate change and global warming. We can all see the impact of climate change in the form of floods, severe heat, severe cold, and so on. The question is, why is global warming or climate change happening? You will find many people who say it's a hoax, it's not real. Even Vivek Ramaswamy, who is running for the President of the United States of America, says climate change is a hoax. Sadly, it is not so. One of the main reasons for climate change or global warming is our usage of fossil fuels as our primary source of energy. Now, alternative energy has made many advancements over the years, but it is all evolutionary. The first solar cell was made in 1954, but in the 7 decades of its existence, solar energy still contributes only about 3% to the total energy requirement of the planet. The average global temperature has already increased by 1 degree in the past 40 years, and as per NASA, it will increase by another 1.5 degree in the next 20 years, by 2050 or so. If this continues to happen this way, it'll be catastrophic for the planet and the mankind. It is only us, the human race, who can do anything about it. But evolution will not cut it anymore. We need a revolution. Fortunately, we have a huge source of energy available to us, which is freely available to everybody. It does not cause any pollution. The sun. This is the revolutionary idea we are presenting today, harnessing more of the energy of the sun. MySun Perovskite solar cell. It is fully developed in India, fully made in India, made for India and for the world. Such is the power of our sun that 1 hour of sunlight contains the energy to satisfy the energy requirement of our entire planet for 1 full year. MySun has the capability and potential to harness much more of that energy. As I already mentioned, that there has been 7 decades since solar energy has been in existence, but we are only able to fulfill 3% of the total global energy requirement by solar energy. It is because there are some critical challenges in the current gen solar tech. The first critical challenge is high cost of implementation. Solar revolution will not come in only by commercial and institutional implementations. True solar revolution will come in when the mass population adopts solar energy as a viable means. But sadly, that is not happening because the ROI is such that the installation pays for itself in about 5 to 7 years. MySun brings that period down to 3 years or less. MySun will bring solar to the masses. The next and perhaps the most critical challenge is low energy generation. MySun now generates 60% more energy from the same area as compared to the current gen solar tech. But this is now. With just a 4% increase in efficiency, MySun starts generating double the energy when compared to the current gen solar. And that's still not the end of the road. The theoretical efficiency of MySun or perovskite solar cells is 31%. When that theoretical efficiency is achieved, MySun will generate a mind-boggling 300% energy when compared to the current gen solar. The rest is simple maths. More electricity by solar, less is the fossil fuels usage, and planet is saved. Apart from the obvious financial benefits of using much cheaper solar electricity. The third critical challenge is limited installation options. The current gen solar tech requires huge infrastructure just to mount it. MySun, when compared to the current gen solar, is 94% less in weight. The current gen solar panel, along with its mounting arrangements, weighs about 31 kg for one panel, while the same area for MySun is just 1.8 kg. This opens up limitless possibilities. Apart from the obvious rooftops, we can do it on railway station platform sheds, cars, buses, practically any surface. Now, this is revolutionary. MySun has the capability to overcome all these challenges. Let me quickly take you through our journey so far. In 2017, Suraj conceptualized the perovskite solar cell at IIT BHU at Dr. M. Imtiaz Ahmed's lab. From there on, in 2020, he was able to make the first working perovskite solar cell of 1 centimeter square size. In 2022, we got support from IIT Delhi and we scaled up the technology. And I'm happy to announce that today we are ready to enter the market with this revolutionary product. Here is a small comparison of the current gen solar technology with perovskite solar cells. Perovskite is feasible practically everywhere because of its flexible nature. The installation pays for itself in half the time as compared to the current gen solar. It is fully developed in India and manufactured in India. The efficiency is much higher, the working hours are much higher. The power generation as of now is 60% more than the current gen solar and increasing. The weight is extremely light. It is a 94% reduction in weight for the same area, and the application areas are unlimited. It can be installed on any surface. Let me now show you the power of MySun. It is said that the origin of all huge problems can usually be tracked to one single thing, which, if removed, the problem vanishes. The answer to all our problems of pollution, high cost of living, climate change, global warming, and a very possible existential threat lies in changing the source of energy we use. MySun goes a long way to be that change, to make the planet safer for our children and their children and their children, and for many future generations. Now let's see quickly an example of the power of MySun on railway stations in India. In railway stations, we have platforms which are covered by shed, like the blue ones you see here. Now let's see. 7,400 is the approximate number of railway stations in India. 3 is the average number of platforms on each railway station. 500 meters is the average length of each platform, and 10 meters is the average width of each platform. This gives us an area of about 150,000 square feet on each railway station for installation of perovskite solar cells or MySun. This shows that the platform sheds on each railway station have a huge potential to generate solar electricity, which is so far totally untapped. If we install MySun on one railway station, let's see what the figures show us. 2,300 units of electricity generated per hour, 18,000 units of electricity generated per day. This translates into a massive 6.5 million units of electricity generated per year. Effectively, one railway station starts saving 4.5 crore rupees every year. Now let's look at the feasibility and climate impact. 120 grams is the weight addition of MySun per square feet as compared to 2.07 kg with the current generation solar panels. 5,800 tons, yes, 5,800 tons is the carbon credit saving when MySun is installed on one railway station. This is by far the largest impact any single installation of this size has in the climate across the globe. Let's look at another example, comparing MySun with the existing Delhi Metro 40 megawatt installation. For this example, let's say we don't generate 18,000 units from MySun and we generate only 16,000 units per day from MySun with a 150,000 square feet area. This is a 2.3 megawatt installation for us. In a year, we will generate 58.4 lakh units of electricity, and when scaled up to 40 megawatts, this become almost 10 crore or 100 million units of electricity. Delhi Metro is currently buying regular electricity at a price of rupees 6.25 rupees per unit. So this energy generated represents about 63 crore rupees. The same 40 megawatt installed capacity of Delhi Metro currently is generating about 35 million units or 3.5 crore units of electricity, which at a saving of rupees 3 per unit saves about 10.5 crore rupees for Delhi Metro every year. Coming back to MySun, and these are arbitrary figures, say 40 megawatt installation costs 220 crores. Now let's see what the figures tell us about the difference between two installations. For MySun, the energy generated is worth 630 crores and the installation is worth 220 crores. So in 10 years, the net saving with MySun is 410 crores. The net saving in the current DMRC installed capacity in 10 years is about 105 crores. This is a massive 4 times direct saving. Now let's scale this up to 25 years. In 25 years, the current installed capacity of Delhi Metro saves them about 262.5 crores, whereas with MySun, the saving in 25 years is 1025 crores. This means that MySun will save that 262.5 crores in just 6 years, 19 years earlier than the current gen solar. Now, only the interest earned on 262.5 crores for a period of 19 years is 500 crores, which is much more than the original installed cost paid for the installation of MySun. This is the power of MySun. Now, as a parting thought, let me put this thought in your mind. Consider if MySun is installed on all 7,400 railway stations in India. So, this will be the impact. The saving in electricity alone would be more than 33,000 crore rupees per year for Indian Railways. The CO2 reduction would be a mind blowing 4.3 crore tons of CO2 every year. Now, this is the revolution we are proposing. And mind you, this is only the railway station platform sheds. There are limitless other possibilities. Our vision is to make India a world leader in solar power generation and savior of the planet. Our mission is to install low cost, high power solar energy across India. We really need your support to follow our vision and accomplish our mission to provide abundant clean energy, to reduce the cost of living, and to save the planet. Thank you. In case you have any queries, please feel free to send an email to mysun@oberoithermit.com. Thanks again for taking out time to watch this.